Welcome, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's another late night's firm. I don't know what you're doing up this late, but I know what I'm doing up this late. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to stand strong, trying to hold on, trying to hang in there. I hope you're doing the same. You know what I'm saying? We done been through a lot, ladies and gentlemen. We done been through the week. You know what I'm saying? We just hitting Friday. It's Friday night. Many of y'all ain't even gonna see this till later on tonight. You out doing what you're doing, enjoying the weather, enjoying the nights. You know what I'm saying? Hope you out there being safe while you're out there celebrating whatever you celebrate. You know what I'm saying? It's very close to a season of celebration where we, you know what I'm saying, here in the States, anyways, you know what I mean? We celebrate independence, pop fireworks, things like this, such and such, you know what I'm saying? Barbecues and cookouts, family events, get togethers, getaways. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that people are doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just up tonight because I got things on my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's time for another random. It's time for another random. You know what I'm saying? We shoot these bad boys random, but we do it live so you can jump in and out if you want to, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We want you to like the video. We want you to share the video. Tell somebody about the firm. You know what I'm saying? And those of you who believe that you stand firm, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all get to hear this conversation that's been brewing in my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's been up there. You know what I mean? Today we're gonna get into it. But like I said, it's random, it's late nights. You know what I'm saying? I'm up. I don't know if anybody hearing any music playing. There we go. Got DJ my own sound, you know what I'm saying? But just let that play in the background as it plays, and we think and ponder about what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Why you up? How you doing? You doing all right? Say something in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Join in the conversation tonight. Tonight's random is real special. You know what I'm saying? It's something I think that, I'm not mad that it's keeping me up late at night, thinking about the things that I'm thinking about. You saw what's in the subject. You know what I mean? We don't just jump on the late nights just to be here. We could be doing so many other things. And many of those other things for some of us are good things. But there's some of us, those other things we're trying to stay away from. And that's why I'm here to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Flav. I'm here late nights. Flavius, to many of you as the host, one part of the host of the F.I.R.M podcast, Saturday Nights Live. But the point is I'm here for you, to give you a different option, something else other than the drama going on with WAC 100, the drama going on with Young Thug and them, the drama going on in the church and Deidre Haddon and them dropping another episode of We Falling and We Gonna Get Back Up This Time. I don't know what current events you all into. You know what I'm saying? I had an interesting ride home tonight from work. There was a gentleman that was like, by the end of the conversation, he was like, I just don't know if we gonna be able to get Trump back in. But it was like, whether we agree to disagree or not, you know what I mean? He wasn't scared to share this hope. And sometimes, you know what I mean? I've learned over time to be real with myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having some serious hopes, y'all. I'll be keeping hope alive. You hear me? I hope you do too. But in the midst of every now and then, sometimes along the way, this journey of life, you know what I mean? It's just like I don't know if it's the odds. I don't know if it's the opposition. I don't know if it's the situation or whether you're ready for it or not. I don't know what it is. Timing. I don't know. But every now and then, one of your hopes, you lose it. I've learned this is maturity talking to y'all. You see the glasses. But I'm maturing in life, and I'm being old enough to be honest with myself. You should too. Sometimes I be losing hope, y'all. I'm talking about I got the hope locked. This is my hope. Ain't nobody gonna take this. Me and God is guarding over this. But sometimes those things get tried, the circumstances change, and then all of a sudden you like, it's like that hope is like, it's gone. It's gone. And you hopeless. And you mad too. Because whatever the situation is that robbed you of your hope, that took it from you, it was enough to do that. Saying that to say, it's because of my honesty about my hopes. Hopefully you'll learn to be firm in your hopes as well, whether you lose one or not. At the end of this conversation, I'm hoping that I drop a little hint or a little secret on you. But I just can't go to bed without sharing with somebody. So we sharing it tonight, right here on the F.I.R.M podcast. But this is not just the podcast, but it's the random. It's a random late nights, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be on here talking about different things, whatever pops up on my brain. But I'm still going to give y'all the old intro until we make another one.
Be released from that anger, resentment, and bitterness. You know, that's evident.
Our context on it, and it kind of changed the definition.
Convinced himself that he's sufficient for himself.
I love discipleship. Why I love mentoring.
The us and the us and them is ever growing.
Facebook posts, Instagram posts, just another way of connecting with people.
Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another great conversation on the F.I.R.M podcast. That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's F.I.R.M podcast is where you can catch us every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, getting into something. That's tomorrow, or that's later on tonight for today, if you get what I'm talking about. Depending on where you are in the world, it doesn't even matter. Wherever you catch this at, you know what I'm saying? Check us out on our podcast. We'll be having some interesting topics. And as we do on the podcast, we do on the randoms. You can comment live while I'm on here, participate in the conversation if you feel free, or if you want to, or if you have the audacity. You know what I'm saying? But either way, this conversation is happening, whether anybody is up for it or not. I'm up for it. It's late nights. You know what I'm saying? And what I put in the subject, I think in the subject line, we was talking about, what was we saying? When opportunity knocks. That's what we're talking about tonight. When opportunity knocks. Rat-tat-tat-tat-it to me. You know what I'm saying? When opportunity knocks unexpectedly is what we're going to talk about as well. I guess I always say, y'all never know what we're going to get into, but tonight, this is what we're getting into. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? What does it mean when somebody says opportunity knocks? Or, yo, be ready. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got to get ready, if you stay ready, because when opportunity knocks, you know what I'm saying? You want to be stepping right through that door, you know what I'm saying? And doing the best that you can to put your best foot forward and all that good stuff. What does it really mean when opportunity knocks? Does that mean that opportunity is in essence, it's a thing, person, place, or thing, and when opportunity shows up, it's going to announce itself. Somehow, it's going to announce itself, and it's going to, I'll know this is an opportunity for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's not really the way I've seen people express it. More people in this generation, more people in 2022 express it more like they have to have the ability to recognize when opportunity knocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all on you. Opportunity could be knocking all day long, but if you don't know how to recognize it, if you can't see it, then you can't achieve it. If you can't, you know what I'm saying, be in the right place at the right time. Church folks say you got to praise him, give him thanks in the hallway in the midst of an opportunity till he opens up another door. You know what I'm saying? But either way, what we're saying is that in between time, that period that most of us try our best to put our finger on, try to figure out, is when is opportunity really knocking? Do I have to figure it out? Is it going to come with a big announcement? You know what I'm saying? Or, is Granny going to tell me some weird stuff and it's going to be like, oh, Granny was right. She said this was going to happen years later. She said that years ago. Is it going to be some prophet or somebody in some church, some gifted child of God that just gets stirred up and tells you about your future? You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to see it coming based off of what they told you. Is it in dreams? You have a certain amount of dreams, and all of a sudden, those dreams are going to be keys, clues to the steps you need to take or the direction you need to walk in order to see opportunity, to meet opportunity. One thing I like to do is look at definitions. You know what I'm saying? Definitions of what it means for opportunity to really knock. I ain't really satisfied with just the surface level, but my question within the questions is, can you always see an opportunity for what it is? Like, what if culturally we've learned that we have to specialize in being able to identify opportunities, not just opportunities, good opportunities, bad opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Can you always see it for what it is? Sometimes a bad looking opportunity can be have a good outcome. Sometimes a great opportunity, you've learned to dodge this and that. So when the opportunity shows up, you then train yourself to recognize, and it looks great at first glance. Sounds right. It's popping. But at the end of the day, the results can be worse than what looks worse. You know, looks can be deceiving. So can you always see opportunity for what it is? Are opportunities easily identifiable? Are you seeing opportunities and you're living with this, you know, whatever that is on the inside that makes people live with regret or hold on to regret, not let it go? Because everybody has regrets, but some people never let their regrets go. I feel sorry for those people. Let those go. Those of us who have learned to let it takes time, it's a process, but those of us who have learned to let regrets go, live very freely, we sleep well at night. Unless we have something on our mind. And my mind is focused on not, it's like this, it's not a fear, but it can be. It's not an anxiety, but it can be. It's not just experiencing something and knowing that you're about to experience that same thing again. Whatever it is in your mind, but there's something about me that, and many other people, that's like opportunities. I gotta be able to, I don't want to miss one. I don't want to miss the right one. So we spend all this time stressing on believing that they're easily identifiable. Looks can be deceiving. We go down that path for a couple years, 2, 3, who knows how many years, depending on how long you've been alive. And then you have to be real with yourself at some point. Some opportunities are not easily identifiable, not the better ones. They're not always what they appear to be. But knocking is the important part that I want to kind of not really go down memory lane with everybody, even though we can. It's late. I got time. But maybe I'll tell a story or two tonight. But knocking is part of the point of this opportunity. It's the knocking. When opportunity knocks, is that knocking the indication of an authentic or good, opportunity just because it knocked? Because sometimes, man, you sit back and you listen to stories and you tell some of your own where I'm talking about there were so many red flags, there were so many opportunities, so many different things that you saw going on as you look over or look back over. You know what I'm saying? The experiences that you had. And it was like, there was so many indications, so many sirens, so many knocks. So the word knock stood out to me when it comes to this. So let's dig deep into where my brain is going, you know what I'm saying, if you don't mind. But knocking is like striking a surface noisily to attract attention, especially when waiting to be let through a door. So let through a door, we can get caught up in, does opportunity come through a person? Does it come through a metaphysical door, a metaphorical door? I like blue. But anyways, what we're going to say tonight is that it's like striking a surface noisily, listen to the intent, to attract attention. What if we've learned to be attracted to the things that are making noise, shallow, surface level events and experiences with different people that are attracting us, our attention? Well, that's what a knock is. A knock is banging on something, striking something noisily for the purpose of attracting attention. My thought frame was when I was reading off the definitions or the similar definitions was a bang, a tap, a rap. What up, rappers? A thump, a pump, a hammer, a strike, a hit, a beat, a pummel. It says rat tat tat tat. Shout out to the brat. Knocking, all of these different things, a blow. And saying all that to say, the question that it was bringing me to was what kind of knocking have we learned culturally to have an ear for? Like what kind of noise, what kind of sound, what kind of effect, what kind of voices, what kind of programming, what culturally is affecting our attraction? You ever, how they say either opposites attract or you attract something that you like? In the scope of attraction or in the realm of attraction, why is it that we find ourselves attracted to things that don't lead us to great opportunities? I feel you. Y'all running away. Y'all ain't got to talk about it today, but y'all gonna talk about it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Why are the things that we seem to be attracted to, that are drawing our attention, a lot of times don't have lasting outcomes? I mean, you can find somebody that I'm talking about you totally connect with. You can find a job or a position that you completely are fit for or can rise to the occasion of. Whether it's a relationship or it's a business ship, a situationship, a friendship. I don't know what else there is out there. I'm sure there's a lot more than what I just named. But either way, what kind of knocking have we learned to have an ear for? What if the knocking that I've learned to have an ear for through mixing contemporary gospel, Fred Hammond and them and the commissioners, and they had a more of an R&B thing that, Dietrich Haddon and some of these other artists, kind of convey more of a contemporary R&B gospel type feel, and a lot of the women artists that are out there as well. But why does it, you know what I'm saying, has that feel to it? And maybe mixing, not saying that that was the catalyst or anything like that at all. Thank God for it, because it pulled me about some of the music I was listening to. But when I got into my adolescence, when I got into my prime of my youth, I was listening to stuff like Usher's Confession and Beat It. And I was listening to a lot of other songs that I don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000s. I graduated in 2000. When I heard that, it wasn't even the 2000s yet. You feel me? I was looking forward to it and lived through it. But maybe through my listening, what I was tuned into, what I liked, I was into entertainment, talent shows, listening to R&B music. You know what I'm saying? That was my whole little vibe at the time. But mixing that later on in life, found myself attracted to certain women, or certain women being able to make enough noise, certain people being able to look the right, speak the right noise, sound, syllables, the conversation that people have, you know what I'm saying, affects the mind and influences what you result in, you know what I mean? Your input affects your output, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you listen into those type of things, you're putting out your pheromones, as they would say in the cartoons, or you're putting out your, you're shining out there. Your brilliance is showing. Somebody's picking up on you. But that person is over there making all the noise that is based off of the sounds that have been attracting you, the noises that were purposely made, the sound, the music, the entertainment, the whatever that you were tuned into, it slowly tuned you to a certain frequency, to a certain sound, to a certain voice, to a certain character, to a certain way of living. And now when you looking for what you think you want, it looks right, you fall all in love with it, or you get committed to it, or you sign them contracts, or whatever the case may be, but you engage and the end result is not what you had hoped for. It's not a good opportunity. You find yourself saying, man, it was an opportunity. It was all right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was what it was for the moment. It's a stepping stone in my process, in my walk. Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? What kind of knocking have we learned culturally to convey? What are you putting out there? What's the rap that you laying down? You know what I'm saying? What kind of knocking, what kind of beating, what kind of banging are you out there doing? Are you knocking on doors? Did somebody tell you that that's what you're supposed to do to find the right opportunities? Opportunities knocking. When you see them, you're supposed to go make the most noise. Hey, look what I've done. Hey, look what I'm capable. Hey, look at my value. And that's how you're supposed to approach the opportunity? Should you be meek and mild and quiet approaching the opportunity? You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, hey, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all do, however it goes, you know what I'm saying? He give it, then take it away. However you voice it, at the end of the day, what are you putting? What's your part in opportunity in your life? What noise are you making to attract, or what have you been taught to do to attract what you want? You know what I'm saying? That's one of those, what's that book that came out called The Secret? That you can attract what you want. The attraction and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you conveying? What if what you learn to convey isn't getting you the outcome that you're looking for. How old you got to be to get that, to come to your moment. You know what I'm saying? You let me know. How long does it take? Brought to you by Diet. But what are you doing? You ever heard another woman? You ever listen to two women talking, an older woman talking to a younger woman, and the older woman is telling her, like, you know what I'm saying? The younger woman is talking about how she's having bad experiences with men. Dating scene ain't what it used to be, or whatever the case may be. She can't find somebody that can just be loyal, can be real, can be 100. Just, you know what I'm saying? Not lied to or deceived or all this other stuff, right? Now, this woman is older. This is a family member. She's seen this girl since she's been young. She's the type of person that can tell her, or you ever heard an older woman say this to a younger woman? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's you. You need to change up your attitude. You need to change up. Like, you are giving off this appearance. You are giving off this expression. You giving off this conversation. You giving off these experiences that are bringing these type of men, that's basically telling these type of men, hey, come over here. I'm ready for hard times. And they'll be trying to convey that to them, like, maybe you should change something about how you do certain things or how you expressing yourself or whatever, and then you could attract a different type of man. You could have a different type of outcome. You said the same thing with Rodney. You said the same thing with Chris. You said the same thing with whoever. But when somebody loves somebody, when somebody cares for somebody, they try to break through the monotony of other people's lives, the routines of the process that they might be caught up in, or the period of the process that they might be caught up in. Just break through so they can give them some realism, some perspective from the outside looking in. And sometimes both, play a big role in a great counseling session, you know what I'm saying? And ability for people to get to great opportunities. But I don't want you to miss yours. I don't want to miss none of mine. You know how many opportunities that I believe that I've had that I lost or didn't take? They was rattling at my door, and I thought that the position I should take was one way. That didn't result good. I get another opportunity. I say, I'm going to do the opposite of what I did last time. This position I take still don't result in something that I'm looking for. Like, eventually, no matter how much I'm confessing that I got some hope, or that I'm holding on, or I believe this is going to happen for me, try to stay positive and all that good stuff. But it don't happen. And that hope just slowly slips away. To the point where you be like, man, I don't even know what I was thinking applying for that position. I don't even know what I was thinking trying to get in another relationship. I wasn't ready. I don't even know what I was thinking stepping up in that church and allowing, you know what I'm saying, to just getting caught up in the moment or something. I don't know what, everything played a role, and I stepped up in that position and didn't be able to do it long. Or I started that business and, I told everybody this is what I was going to pass down to my children, but it ain't here no more. That city or that state that you loved and said that you would never leave, but you done left for different reasons. I think that it has a root for some of us, or some of our bitterness, or some of our, you know how we get irritated. And I think that for some of us, when somebody get up under your skin type feeling, that moment, it has to do with the fact that we know that we're responsible in some way for what we're doing. We're trying to change our actions, but that doesn't guarantee that what we encounter is going to be the end all be all, which is what we're looking for. It's something that works, that we can work, they can work, it can work. And there'll be so many haters, so many people trying to step over you, get there before you, want it more than you. I don't know. privilege and otherwise. But either way, my next question is, what happens when an opportunity shows up that you didn't ask for? And we talked about, will we recognize opportunity knocking? We talked about what a knock is. What kind of knocking I'm doing, what kind of knocking they doing, kind of who we letting in, what's catching our attention, what we attracted to. But what happens when an opportunity that you least expect, an opportunity that you didn't even think about, you didn't even calculate for, it wasn't supposed to be on the road for you. It's an opportunity that's knocking, but it's an opportunity you didn't ask for. What happens when an opportunity arrives that you couldn't have possibly developed the hope to expect? I mean, you couldn't have possibly hoped for this thing, but it's right in front of you. I'm talking about it's right there. It's like the best test anybody ever took because you got the answers. You know what I'm saying? You got the cheat code. You know you can advance. The opportunity is right there. It's one that you couldn't have possibly had hope for. Now remember, just yesterday, just a little while ago, just not too long ago, you had all the reason in the world to have lost the hope you had. Remember, we talked about you lost that hope in whatever. You done tried it over and over and over. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over. And you done tried it. But at the end of the day, you know, and I know that you lost your hope in what is in front of you. Because you didn't attract it. You tried to be whatever you needed to be to get it. It didn't work. You tried to recognize whatever the real thing is to keep it, but it didn't work. You lost that hope. But then an opportunity shows up that you done been lost your hope in. You done had the conversation with your homies, yourself, God, and you've been like, yo, I'd be foolish if I did that again. I ain't never, man. It don't never work for me. That don't never work out. I just need to, man, I've been trying a different way ever since, man. I already know how this goes. I already know what the haters gonna do. I already know about the prejudices, and I already know about how the system is working. I already know how when people click up, you know what I'm saying, they don't like me anyways, or maybe they like me, but you can't touch them, such and such as a snake. I don't know what the situation is that plagues your mind or rushes into your mental health space, rushes and clouds it with all the words and experiences, you know what I'm saying, knit together in anxiety, fears, and lost hopes and dreams. But it's like this opportunity shows up, and it's, I mean, it's right there, but you just cannot muster up the hope for it. Well, I got a couple scriptures, and then I'm gonna jump off out here because I have to, because that's who I am. If you go in the Bible, there's a scripture talking about this man named Moses back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It's around Numbers 20. But if you read in that chapter, it talks about Moses a couple times. It says a few peculiar things about this man, and we know his story. I don't have to go into it. You know what I'm saying? You know Moses, all right? Everybody know Moses all over the world. Moses in the Bible. Moses. God's Moses. You know what I'm talking about. Moses. But there was a period where the people were in the wilderness, and they were hungry, they were thirsty, they didn't have nothing. They felt like, yo, we was ready to ride or die for Moses. But Moses got us out here with the chapped lips. Moses got us out here in this, you know what I'm saying? I can't even get I don't know what they ate back in them days. You know what I'm saying? What they eat on meat. I can't even get a nice, fat, juicy, you name the animal, burger. We out here in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? What I'm supposed to eat? What we supposed to drink? And stirring. Everybody was like, he right, she right. And everybody got to talking, you know what I'm saying? And Moses was like, man, they out here talking crazy. You know what I'm saying, about this whole thing and everything. And I told them, they know God told me to come out here. You know, let me go check with God. Let me go check with the Lord. So he went up there, he talked to the Lord, and God was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I want you to go down there. I want you to take the staff that you done had with you all this time. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh seen it. All the people seen it. Dude, yeah, it was there on the scene in every picture. And he was like, I want you to take that staff and I want you to go hit this rock. It's a nice big rock, right? When you hit the rock, no. He said, I want you to speak to the rock. That's what he said. He was like, I want you to go down there. I want you to say this to the rock. Say, rock, open up. You know, he went to Pharaoh. He's like, let my people go. He was like, rock, let the waters flow. I'm not sure if that's what he said. Don't quote me on that. But he went, that's what God was like, man, watch this. I got the people. So he goes down there and people still murmur. They still talking crazy. They're like, look at Moses over here. You know what I'm saying? Robes all dusty. Look at me. I'm all dirty and dusty, man. You know what I'm saying? It was better back in where we came from in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back over there. But nonetheless, Moses in his frustration, Numbers 20:11 says, and Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. So the water still came out, you know what I'm saying? But God was watching this situation because he had just told him, go talk to the rock. And Moses was like, rat tat 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 on this rock. You know what I'm saying? He wanted everybody around. Have you ever hit a rock with a stick? You ever heard somebody hit like a stone or a rock with a stick? It makes a lot of noise, don't it? It's like tat. It ain't the same, but you know the sound. You know what I'm saying? When a stick hits a rock, it makes noise. I guarantee you, while all the children, I could just imagine myself one of the children of Israel, one of the people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm probably talking about Moses too. I know what type of dude I am. I can get suckered into a conversation. I'm better now. But back in my younger days, I'd have been all up in there like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this, you know what I'm saying? Man, I used to sneak an apple every now and then from the market in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We was living a little bit. At least we knew that we was gonna get something throughout the day. But man, we just out here. I ain't no farmer. I don't know how to plant no. Caught up in the conversation, I would have heard a pat, pat. You know, this rod don't break. This ain't no. It's the rod that turned into the snakes and all this other stuff. This rod is indestructible. So he cracking it. Y'all remember back in school when the teacher used to had a yardstick, he used to hit the board. Well, you got to talking too much. They was, attention. That's what Moses was doing. I guarantee you the conversation stopped and everybody turned their head. Everybody heard. The animals even heard. When that water got the gushing out, they all ran over there. But you know what God was focused on? The difference. He wanted to know if Moses really understood or could see when the opportunity was not. See, there was an opportunity there for the children of Israel to be provided for. I'm talking about brought to the. Somebody ever stalled you out? You ever been, held back? You ever felt that way? You ever been in a relationship that just kept you in the friend zone or something, or was looking for a position and just no matter what you did, couldn't get there? held back. In that moment, you start to think about Moses' frustration, Moses' mindset, Moses, what he learned to get the people's attention was not what God was trying to teach him how to get the people's attention. Moses was like, this is how you attract some respect, some reverence. Pa, pa. Some people are doing that in life. Pa, pa. Some people are doing it in life with their mouth. Pa, pa. Yeah, and another thing. Some people are, there's different ways that we make that same sound that we believe is going to get the respect that we think we deserve, our just due. It's going to get us what this is what I got to say. This is what I got to show them. This is how I got to express it. Sometimes that way is not the right way all the time. It might have worked, at some points, but at some point, how long you going to be telling people you're going to hit them and you never do? How long you going to be telling somebody you a good person, but you never are? How long are you going to be accepting people telling you that they're good and they're really not? How many times you going to keep on trying? If you're going to keep on trying and you haven't quit yet, I definitely want to leave you with this on this F.I.R.M. late nights random, this random late nights F.I.R.M. is that here's the thing that God was paying attention to in that situation. Because everybody's like, well, the water did come out. Yeah, but he didn't talk to it. You think God is that petty? He like, man, God gonna, hold it against Moses that he didn't speak to it versus hidden it. Let me tell you about the real power of attraction. Let me tell you about the way that God gets what he wants. His way works. And if you're going to go by that way, or you're going to try to live by a higher way, you need to live by a higher way. You need to, live in some aspect that's not based off of what people think you ought to do, but it's based off of something that's greater than you. And so in Numbers 20, very next verse, verse 12, it says, and the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and said this, because ye believed me not, so there was doubt in them, that just talking to the rock, it wasn't that just talking to the rock wasn't going to work. It was the fact that talking to the rock was going to get the respect and get these people from murmuring and talking crazy and these haters to shut up and all my naysayers to be served. It was that. He didn't believe God's way was going to get the respect and the quiet and all the what he thought. That's why he hit her with the sound. Bah, bah, I'm going to get the attention for you, God. But because they believed him not to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. And there are plenty of people who are going to continue to pass on in life, not being able to walk into that next place with the people that they was leading, not being able to see the end of those that they've poured so much into. Why? Because God wants there to be a difference. The difference, he didn't tell them go down there and say, I am the Lord and I shall appear to the people. And after the curtains close and are open, I'm going to show up. I'm going to be like water. It was the fact that he was just saying, this is the way I want you to do it. And if you do it this way, they know that no man could speak to a rock and it break open and water gush forward enough for them and their animals and everybody, kids, women, and children. He knew that if they saw this, it had to be God. But Moses had done enough in front of the people that if he hit that bad boy and loud and hard, that everybody would turn around and pay attention. And that was the difference between opportunity knocking that results in something good versus opportunity knocking that results in something bad. Sometimes what we are putting off to attract what we want ain't right. There is some soul searching, there is some self-building, there is some mental health and healing that needs to go on with ourselves. With the other people, we need to stop telling every man that we meet that we're going to do the exact same thing with that we did with the last person that we're about to tell them about. Or women. We need to stop telling men, what we didn't like in the last one and how that didn't work. And then not recognizing that the person in front of you is going to put you through the exact same thing. And they're going to become another part of the saga. And the cycle continues. And somehow you're still on social media trying to flash, dress nice, show how your life is good and how you are taking advantage of opportunities and living your best life. But the truth is you lost the hope as well. You didn't believe. Sometimes you don't believe in yourself. Sometimes you don't believe in, what's beyond you. But either way, there is a way if you pay attention. And just in case you think your enemies are not responding to how you react to an opportunity you didn't expect, something that you lost hope on, but it still is right in front of you. Your enemies are paying attention to the fact that, can you see that? Can you, even though you gave up hope, somebody said something and was like, you'll never get it. You'll never have me. And you was like, before, you probably heard it 100 times, but you still was, I'm hanging in there. But this time, it was the one time you was like, dang, man, if this don't work out, I'm gone. Man, if this don't work out, I'm leaving. Man, I could be doing something else. It's either this or that. You start coming up with ultimatums that you wasn't even thinking about, and that's your sound. That's now taking you off the course of what you were doing to get you somewhere. Now what you're giving off, attracting something totally different in this moment. From here on out, if you hold on to that attitude, you'll find yourself talking to people. Man, I wish they would let me go. I wish they would not give me that position. I wish he would tell me, get out. I wish she would say, it's over. I wish they would sit me down. I'm on the board. Either way, just in case you don't think your enemies are paying attention, at your curiosity, at the opportunities in front of you, that you don't believe that you can get. I mean, you applying for it, you stepping forward, you shaking hands, making relationships, and you like, I've been gave up on this. Your enemies are watching that little inkling, that little twinkling in your eye. This is like, it's not your hope because you gave up on it. But you do recognize something that may be worthwhile. Your enemy saw that. He knows that the fact that you're paying attention to the opportunities that are knocking, and you've been through so many that weren't good or were, but you're looking for something that's lasting, your enemies are over there watching, just in case you don't think so. I know people like, man, Moses was kept out, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get to go in the promised land because he didn't want to sanctify God before the people and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was wrong. Well, let me tell you about another part of Moses' story after all of this. If you go to a verse in Jude chapter 10, verse 9, this is after Moses' life, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to how Satan dealt with Moses after we all thought Moses' story was over. Jude 10 says, yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses. When disputing against the devil about the body of Moses, Archangel Michael dared not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke you. So he didn't just say anything to him. Even the devil is over here. We think the story is over. Our Michael's over here contending with the devil over Moses. What in the world are they in court about? You ever see somebody go to court on somebody who ain't even here no more? We want to press charge. Oh, I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm gonna get up off of here because my card is full and my time is over. You know what I'm saying? That's my indication that I gotta go. I appreciate y'all checking this out. Random, you know what I'm saying? Late nights with your boy Flavius, you know what I'm saying? But the point of what I was just saying about the situation with Satan over Moses is that he was so serious that Satan and Archangel Michael was in court about Moses' body after we thought it was all over. The point is that your enemies even know the differences between the right opportunities in your life. And if you can recognize it, here's what I want to tell you and leave you with for those of you who are like me, who lost hope, just like I did. All right. You can ask God for another hope. I know. It's the worst thing to leave 50-something minutes into the conversation. I should have said this earlier in the conversation. But the truth is, when you really can be honest with yourself about what you lost hope in, I mean, you're saying it out your mouth. I don't even believe this. You can actually pray, if you're a praying person, and ask God for a new hope about the same stuff, about the same endeavors, the same calling, the same destiny, the same, it ain't gotta be the same person, but a relationship in general. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them feel like the same, let's be honest. But either way, for those of y'all, but for those of y'all looking for something that's lasting, the secret is when you really can be honest with yourself and say that you've lost hope. That's the point when you need to go to who you pray to. You need to go to who you pray to, and you need to ask for a new hope for the same thing. You applied for the job before, you didn't get it. Ask God, Lord, I'm gonna be honest, I don't got no hope in this. You hear me talking. I don't believe I'm gonna get it. Everybody telling me I believe what they say. My fears, my whatever. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't believe I can get it. I need a new hope. Give me another one. Just give it to me. It's the greatest gift that you could ever ask for. And I've been telling people that secret more and more because that's what I've gotten old enough to do, is be honest with myself and say I'm hopeless about certain things. I don't want to be that way, but it's true. All the evidence is proving it. So with that being said, your enemies are watching you. The world is watching. Your loved ones, your families. You're looking yourself in the mirror and you're watching. Opportunity is knocking or is getting ready to. Don't focus so much on the weight of the anxiety or the thoughts in your mind about approaching opportunity. Some of us get bogged down about, I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't think that. Nah, get all of that out. Be honest. Be naked with your thoughts. Be honest. Expose them. Get all that out. And then tell God, like, listen, this is obviously, if I was in court, this is evidence to prove without a shadow of a doubt, I have no hope. So, God, with that, and proving that I don't have anymore, I'm requesting as a child, as a citizen of heaven and kingdom and faith and whatever you hold on to, I'm requesting another hope. I'm out of that one. I want to. Can I have another one, please? God will give you that faster than anything else you'd probably asked him for. And it'll come and you'll be just sitting there, and all of a sudden your mind will be like, man, I can probably get that. Man, I'm probably right for them. They're probably right for me. Like soon as it comes back, hold it. He just gave you a new hope because you lost it. It was gone. He was like, yo, she gonna be just like the last one. He gonna be just like the last one. This church gonna be just like the last one. This job gonna be just like the last. I'm gonna be just like I used to. I ain't changed yet. Whatever. When you done lost it and you feel like it, you all of a sudden you get to thinking about how something can work out. Catch it. He just gave you a new hope. Now, after that, you need to protect it like you in a football game and everybody wants the skins. You feel me? You need to be like, last time I had my guard up for all of y'all three, but I let you in. Not this time. I'm on guard for you too. That's how you need to be, and protect that hope when it gives you a new one, especially after you lost it. There was a hope that Moses had that went beyond his actions. And that's why there was a dispute about his body, you know what I'm saying, between Michael and the devil. Saying that to say, your enemies, they hating you for a reason. They watching for a reason. Don't let your preconceived notions stop you from being able to experience something new. I'll leave you with that. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the mic sounds a whole lot different right now. Probably sounds like I'm in a bigger space. But either way, I'm in here. You in here. We did this. We did it, y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming through. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop that thank you on you and tell you thank you for being here with me. I'm Flavius. I'm one part of the host of the F.I.R.M podcast. It's a fellowship of righteous manner. I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you righteous people. Yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? You right. The jig is up. It's not about doing the right thing. It's about living the right way. For you and many other people, there is a way that you could be living. You could adjust, recalibrate yourself to, your position to, your mind, your conversation, your surroundings, all of that. And you can have a new experience in the same old world. Just wanted to tell y'all that when opportunity knocks unexpectedly, open yourself up for the honesty of admitting that you lost hope so that you can make room for a new hope. What they say in the church, if you open your hand up and release what's in your hand, you know how it goes. Something, you know. But anyways, like,
be released from that anger, resentment, and bitterness. You know, that's evident.
Our context on it, and it kind of changed the definition.
Convinced himself that he's sufficient for himself.
I love discipleship. Why I love mentoring.
The us and the us and them is ever growing.
Facebook posts, Instagram posts, just another way of connecting with people.
Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another great conversation on F.I.R.M podcast.